spaghetti time at Wrenching Rick's garage. Leftover parts, I think. We're adapting the harness to put back in the truck and getting rid of the stuff that we don't need. Hopefully we definitely don't need it. How far back are we going? All the way?
Might as well.
That's what she Why is she's a Kool-Aid? Is a she or a D? What's this? This is brake. Transmission. I was gonna say, does that plug into your divided your jigment that you divide the proportioning with? We are so what I hate is when they splice them in the harness. Like that one spot you got there. Really, I gotta find my stool. Spaghetti. That really stinks. I have to put lights on the Blacksheep truck. I don't want to put lights on. Is there any place? Salamis!
Hey, welcome to Wrenching Rick's garage.
Is there any place that yeah, this stuff's all free. Wire loom post. Doesn't last forever.
What'd you do, break it already?
Oh yeah, we're breaking. Ugh, there's sand in this from sandblast. Ugh, like tasting to death.
Oh yeah. That gets everywhere.
That's junk.
That's good. Then I won't pick it up.
Maestro here is limiting wires.
You gotta do that sometime.
Well, we don't need them all.
Yeah.
We don't need the. Now, the two for the back fuel pump, obviously we have a mechanical, but I want to leave them in there because when we couple them over 1,000 horsepower, we're going to need electric fuel pump.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why take the wires out?
Sorry, surprised you didn't put an electric one in it now.
I like old school. I know it's going to work.
They work.
I like old school. You ordered the spacer for the air clip. Well, we need it anyway, but we put the other wires on it and stuff. We got that done. I'm gonna let him figure out what he's doing so we can. Here, let's check this out. Oh, I gotta turn the light on. Hold on. Still need an air cleaner spacer. It's got the old school distributor cap on it now. Doesn't have that big ginormous thing.
Oh yeah.
It's got the same thing Casino has now. I mean, I think it looks better than that red spaghetti nightmare that was
Yeah.
there. Some of them are still too darn long though underneath there. But we gotta hook the electric choke up yet. Things a bear without it. Because you know when we initially fired it, I just held the choke shut.
Right.
But it's so. All right, let me set up over there and we'll take a gander. You get some pictures?
Yeah.
You think it's heavy enough?
I think it's too heavy.
Why should cap you though?
The rivets for a guide right now.
Oh, I figured dead center in the middle of the rivets.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then like I see, now you see why I want to make the plate as heavy as I want to make it.
Oh.
I mean, you know, something else might work. Instead of a thick plate, what if you use a piece of channel with the gussets on it? You
Yeah.
roll that back, so when it sits
You
down,
got
it
this.
goes, yeah, it goes
Yeah.
over.
You could do that too.
So it's lighter material, but yet it's just as strong.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we gotta need to build something underneath.
Or
to
just,
match.
or just put your plate on and then just put gussets, little triangle gussets to it. Be just as good
Good.
too. Yeah.
See, this is what I was talking about. I mean, how far how much you got sticking out over there?
Just about, the bottom's just about even with the cab. The top
I
side.
got 8 inches. What you got? Right below that silver stripe I measured again.
Oh, I got nothing there.
Oh,
Yeah.
take it that way. Stay.
Seems to be.
See, the thing is here, this is what I was talking about with the bed. You can't notch around all of this stuff.
No.
The only thing I was thinking was maybe we'll just hook them up with the bed and we'll just put a notch here
Yeah.
and just keep it gone.
All right.
If we have enough. How much do we have?
114. Let me ask you this. Would it be easier wait until your bed's on and put your pipes to the bed?
I don't want to mount them on the bed
Yeah.
because of all the twisting and the moving around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to mount them on the bed.
Yeah, because if you get in a spot that's gonna twist back here,
Yeah. $114 right here
yeah,
from that plate.
right.
And you said that's what we had? I thought it was 112.
No, I think we got 114. Oh, we said we could trim it down too after. Yeah,
Yeah, see, so 112 would actually put this,
yeah. Right about where you need it.
actually, no, it's going to cut it
Well,
short.
you know what, don't forget you got 2 inches,
It's going to cut it short.
but you gotta realize you gotta go 2 more inches because you're on that side of the tube. So figure out 1/16.
In order for us,
If you leave it the way it
as
is.
of right now, in order for us to get past where the hitch would be, I need 116 inches.
Yeah,
Unless we just do what we said, we keep the bed on this side
right.
of that. Yeah, then it would be 100, I need 114.
Yeah,
If we don't notch the bed and we just basically push it up against that.
well, it's like I said, get what you need to do here, and then we can put the bed on, and, you know, you can push it all the way up against it, or slide it back a half an inch and go from there.
And
You know what I
then
mean?
the all knowledgeable person informed me I need roof lights. I wasn't happy about that.
Right.
Anything over 80 inches wide.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look at him smiling, prick. That means I gotta drill holes in my roof. I need marker lights in the roof, and I need 3. The 3 in the back I was gonna put, but and I looked it up. I thought it was 84. Nope, it's 80 inches.
Huh.
And from what was tire to tire?
For the pickup trucks.
Because it's considered It's with the dual wheels,
Yeah.
it's considered an oversized vehicle, even
okay.
though it's a chassis.
Right. And the only thing, I don't know,
How wide is that?
but you know what?
Don't
It's-
get to the edge of the tread, get to the actual edge of the farthest point out of the tire.
About an inch past the tread.
That's what I am. I got 83 inches. So yeah, 84 inches. That puts me 4 inches too wide, which means I gotta drill holes in my
Well,
roof.
Means it's an 80s truck, and it didn't come factory with them.
Yeah, but you know why it didn't come factory with them? Because the box had them on the roof.
No, the box really had them in the four corners.
But it was a U-Haul truck, so it
Right.
probably had the 5 across the box in the top.
Yeah.
And so that's what screwed me.
Well, the only thing we could look at doing if they said like them cat lights that were down there, maybe you could get the button ones that sort of might have like a 90 and act as a.
Well, actually
Roof
what I'm
light.
looking for, and I was all over the interweb. Do you remember the old, huh?
Put them in the grill.
You still, yeah, but you need roof lights. According to what I read,
Why do you think Ford Raptors have 3 lights in the front across the grill?
why?
They're wider than 80 inches.
But you don't need roof lights?
They don't have to be on the roof.
Oh.
There's gotta be 3 lights. That's it.
Good, because if I gotta put them on the roof, the ones I was looking for, I was telling him, remember the old school PWs and stuff they had? It looked like they sat on like a post, and it was a little bullet light. That's what I'm trying to find.
Oh.
No, they're non-existent. And dude, the ones that are metal, die cast,
Uh-huh.
with the glass lenses, $80 a piece.
Yeah.
I almost fell off my chair when I saw that.
Yeah.
Do you have any channel over there? This wide?
Top side or bottom?
This.
I don't know. I doubt it.
No, you can't use this.
Yeah, I can.
I need this. Because I gotta take, well, 84 minus, I figured with the thickness of the clamp, 4.5 inches on each side of this I gotta take out.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, this is 84 inches each way. 83 and a half.
Okay.
So I gotta take 4 1/4 out each side.
Yeah.
In other words, so the stacks are 4 inches, and you figure the bracket's a 1/2 inch.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I gotta cut this down to 4. I'll have to cut that down with the cutoff wheel, which I'll probably go through 30 of it. And then I'll figure out about how to do these tabs. But like, that's why I wanna try to do it, to make this heavy enough, strong enough right here, so that'll actually support this whole thing.
Yeah.
You think it will? Without putting any gussets on it?
Anything, then you may gusset down, you know, here. Yeah. Because why don't oh, that's right, it was, I had my headache rack like here on the bed, and then I had the one that went from here up and across, so that you could see through it. This was solid, that was open, and the top used to shake.
That's what I don't
So
want.
then I had to take it, put another piece of seat channel in, and it stopped it because it was attached to angle iron, and then it took it away. Yeah, it was just one of them not thinking plans. And then the last one I just made out of box tubing.
But I figured I had this, I might as well use
Yeah.
it, you know what I mean? I mean, it's gonna be turned around, I'm gonna cut them tabs off so this indentation here, I
Right.
can turn the other way.
Yeah,
Because I wanna put the spare tire on the deck. How big
Right.
is that?
yeah.
That's what I wanna do with it.
And the other thing you could do, if you didn't want to use this whole thing, take and sort of cut it here and then run it down like that, and then create yourself a spare tire holder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna put the hook and choke up in the back of the thing also. What?
Not really yet.
Huh?
Not really yet.
Are you coming back or what?
Doubt it. If I get home early
Figure it out.
enough. Let's take it over and finish it out.
Yeah, you might as well. That's why I put the choke on the back of the thing, you know. I'm trying to figure out the way we could maybe go instead of races for it, instead of like this way.
Well, you only can get little triangles.
Take that for now.
You bring your bucket anchors? Where they at? Oh. See, I was trying to, depending on how high the bed would sit on the truck, I might have enough room to put something across here and down on an angle.
Right.
You know what else we could do that probably wouldn't be that hard to do? Once the bed, see, that's just it, we have to have our measurement.
Oh, here's the other thing on the bed. Say this is the rail of the bed. You could cut that out if you need a room up here, just as long as you have the top there, because what weight's gonna be up there?
Or I was thinking
Yeah.
about putting a set of angled tabs on here to height to the bed,
Right.
like this,
Yeah,
and just running a hole through and bolt it to the bed.
like this. But then your exhaust pipes are attached to the bed.
Yeah, see, that's, I don't want that attached to the bed at all.
Yeah, because you gotta realize too, you get on
There's a lot of flex here.
yeah, it
I
flexes.
saw how this thing flexes back and it in here.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable.
Hell, I used to hook Lee's trailer up to the hitch in the back. I had to tie my box down because that's how much weight the trailer had.
Exactly.
So I put a ratchet strap over the front of the bed, and it solved it. So I basically made it a double frame because you tied it all in. It stiffened it.
I guess we'll have to just build one part at a time. We'll build the
Yeah.
support for this,
Right.
hold it down and see how strong it is, and then go from there. I don't know how.
And the only other thing you could do to sort of, I don't know how you'd have to like set something up on top of the roof and then get your pipes and everything ran and get them up. Even if you had a support from the bottom, from the floor, yeah, get them standing and sort of hold them up so they stay up and then start building. Get your clamps on and that way you figure it all out each year.
Well, that's why I wanted to get this straightened out first,
Yeah.
because wait, this has to stay here. Move it that way so I can get an idea of the. You gotta move it that way. Keep going. My way a little bit. That should be close. I'm thinking with the pickets, this is where they're gonna land.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the problem is, they're too far away from the cab top. Look, You gotta go over the axle.
Put it back.
Then you come over here now.
Oh. You want them right there? Or?
Well, with the pickets, it's gonna come down and go underneath the frame. So that's close to the height.
Right.
But the problem I'm seeing now is,
That's why I say you might want to get things sorted together and held up somehow. You know, even if the pipes are just slipped together and just somehow hold them, and then go from there.
I mean, can we move? I can't see it. Where's that rivet at?
Thumb's distance away. Move forward.
See, right about
Right
there.
against it.
Yeah, see, now that would work, because that centers the pipe pretty much on.
Right.
The only thing is, it looks like we got a shim, because this, look how it's sitting on the cab.
Yeah.
It's not,
Well, I didn't push that side over.
no, it doesn't matter. It's the way the frame is tilted, so we gotta figure out how to shim it to
Right.
get it. But that's where I want them. I want them,
Well, that's easy. The shim.
I mean, this
do
is
it.
gonna be out a lot farther too, by the way.
Because say you put a plate, say you put a plate here on the bottom, so you can use the holes to bolt into, bolt it in, and then before you weld them, get this where
Get
you
your
want
angle
it.
right.
Yeah, and then weld it in place.
I mean, this isn't even right. This, it's probably gonna, what I had it figured, it's gonna be like just out past the cab a little bit.
Right.
And you see how, I didn't plan on that quite tall, but with the pickets, I don't want them, I want them to just hug the frame.
Yeah.
And that's another problem. I gotta get the gas tank in before I design this, because I don't know how close it's gonna be to the gas tank.
Right. Yeah, you're going under it.
Underneath. I don't wanna go on top. Everybody goes on top. I wanna go underneath. I want that Peterbilt look. You know, it's big pipe underneath.
About the same distance, so the tank seems to stop right here with the frame.
That would work out beautiful.
Yeah,
That would be great.
that's what I'm noticing.
This is what we're using to go by. He took pictures of it.
I don't, maybe an inch.
This is where the fuel tank stops between the cab, so the exhaust should come right through there, hopefully.
Yeah.
Button.
Yeah, because the tank comes out back that way, you know.
Yeah. Now the question is, by putting it in front of these rivets here,
Well, you might only grind grind the two rivets out and then just.
we put it there in front of the rivet, but we got to rebolt that.
Right.
We have to have enough room there to rebolt that, because that's, I want to keep that structure right there with the double plates.
Let me ask you this. Oh, why couldn't you just weld right to this double plate?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. In other words, bump it both.
Leave the
against
rivets
that.
there.
Leave the rivet there, just bump it both against it, and then put your gusset right here on the plate,
Yeah.
because you're not touching the frame.
Can you get in there though?
With the stick welder you can.
That's gonna be a trick to all of itself right there.
No, it ain't. You just bend the rod.
And then you could go under here too.
Right.
Yeah, you could weld it
Sorta.
underneath the side here
Yeah.
with this plate, because this plate sticks out.
Right.
You could weld it. Yeah, that's a good point. We don't even have to make nothing. The problem is then we can't do it here.
Yeah.
That's why I really wanted to just make it so I could bolt it together.
Right.
And if I ever want to take it off,
Yeah. Well, you could do.
I think I'm going to stick to the making the plates for it, because if I need to take it off, or if these straps get built up in them or something, it's just going to be.
Well, you know what we could do on the plate? Countersink it. Well, don't use such a big bolt either.
I was thinking like
Well, then you could try
9/16.
half inch.
Yeah, or 1/2 inch.
Yeah. So you grind half the head off. if you had to. In other words, grind the head down to the nut, the bolt side distance. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to need the head to turn.
What if, how's this? See, yeah, see the problem. What if we just notch this tube out on the other side?
Just grind the head of the bolt down.
Well, yeah, but then how you gonna tighten it to turn it?
You won't. That will hold it.
So it
Or
won't.
weld the head to the bolt. Weld the head to the flat metal. Put the
Yeah, we can always tack the bolt.
Yeah, tack the bolt too. I never see it. Never gonna turn.
Yeah, if we make those, we could make them things.
Yeah.
Even if we have to notch this a little bit,
Right.
we make it out of the truck. We put the bolt down through the plate, and we just weld the bolt. Actually, we could do that with both of them if you wanted to, and then we just drop it down over.
The other thing you could do if you had your plates made up for these locations of the hole.
Well, that's what I want to do first.
Okay. And then if you wanted to sneak it that way more, that it's like it'd be over this hole, take and put the bolt in from the back side. Come underneath the frame and thread it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is weld the nut to the plate.
No, just take, weld a nut, or drill and tap it. Yeah.
Is that like this side now?
Yeah, right against the rivet.
My way, son. Where's that sheet? Actually, really close. I think. That's centered on the bottom.
Yeah.
See that? Now that I'd be happy with. Still got to come out further, but it doesn't matter. We're not even worried about it.
Right.
That I'd be happy with, just like that. That's about what I want.
Yeah.
They make a uniform look, but yet it won't be up against the cab, and there'll still be space in there to wash the pipes and wash everything.
Right.
So we slide it front, we just gotta. I mean, what do you?
I could slide it forward a little more if you want to.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
See, I'm not even looking at the top.
Right.
I'm looking at the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's really close on the bottom. That's what I'm looking at. The top, like you said, we gotta walk the top in.
Yeah. That's all.
And shim it or whatever we gotta do. But I'm
Right.
looking at the bottom. And that's exactly where I want them. This way, that's where I want them. So you said that's just over the bowl a little bit. It's right up against it.
Yeah, it's right against it.
I kind of like the idea what you said with the nuts. If we make the plates and we weld the nuts to the plate and make sure the flat side
Right.
is back, you push this up against it, and that should be great. It should be right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And I guess we might as well do both of them while we're at it.
Oh yeah, both sides.
No, I meant all of them.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Might as well.
Yeah, it don't really matter.
I didn't know. Then once we make them plates, then I can.
Or like I said, just take the head of the bolt, grind it down to the shank size.
On the one side.
Yeah, and it'll be just the same. They'll be
My
both the
MIG,
same then.
I should be able to weld those pieces
That's what I'm thinking. There
with
was-
my MIG just to get it
Yeah,
out.
because you're gonna need to tilt, like you say, you gotta
Yeah.
tilt this, so we're gonna have to do it here,
Yeah.
and then take it down and really put it together.
I mean, what are you thinking to get this angle? Just put shims in here or what?
No, just rock it.
And there again, too, you know what? Maybe we turn this around,
Yeah,
maybe the angle will change. Maybe
Right.
it's more perfectly straight.
that could be too.
But the only reason we're doing it this way because that stuff's in the way over there. So that might straighten it out.
Yeah,
That would be nice. Well, I guess the first thing we gotta do is we'll take this menagerie off
yeah, you gotta drive them heads off and bang them out.
and I'll get them off and we'll figure out the bolts.
Yeah. They're probably 1/2-inch bolts. Or 1/2-inch holes.
They are, they're identical to
Yeah.
these. This is what they are.
Right.
Alright, hopefully. Thanks for watching. We got into the wiring harness a little bit. Kid had something to go do. So we're getting on Blacksheep project here, trying to get the exhaust part designed. We got the bed off the truck. I tried to film that, but the weather was brutal. The wind was blowing the camera over. It was horrible. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I know this was drawn out, but when you design stuff, that's what it takes. Have a good night.